Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining this special Royal Caribbean International webinar. My name is Anna. I'm an Industry Relations Specialist here at CLIA, and we are very lucky to have Marisa Ozaki and Shannae Murray presenting today. Before I introduce them, I'll quickly go through some housekeeping. This webinar is being recorded and will be posted on CLIA's YouTube channel, CLIA Global. There will be a question and answer portion of the webinar at the end, so please feel free to type in your questions throughout the webinar and we'll get to them at the end. With that, it's my pleasure to introduce our presenters. Marisa Ozaki has been with the company for 8.5 years. She began in the call center and also worked within the wedding department and onboard sales. For the past 2 years, she has been the regional sales trainer for the Northeast and Southeast region of Royal Caribbean. Shannae Murray is part of the Royal Caribbean training team based in Miami, Florida. She assists the sales managers in the Central region and supports all training initiatives, both internal and external, including Royal Caribbean University. You will often hear Shannae on Royal Caribbean's monthly webcasts, delivering the latest and greatest in what's new at Royal. With that, take it away, Marisa and Shannae.
Thank you, Anna, and thanks so much to everyone on the phone for having us today. We are absolutely delighted to be here again. And we really have a great topic that we are going to be covering today. You may have already heard the buzz through social media or in the cruise industry news about our upcoming expansion and our soon-to-be amplified private destination, Cococay, Bahamas. So we do have a lot of exciting things to share today of what will be happening on our newly amplified private island. And we do want to go ahead, we want to give you all the exclusive details since you are our VIPs. So with that, let's jump right in and get started. So first off, I do want to just kind of give you an overview of all of our destinations globally. We have over 30 departure ports across the world that we sail out of, and this really gives our guests the opportunity to cruise to must-see destinations around the world. Just continue to advance, and also from their own backyard. We sail out of 5 different regions of the world, and we visit hundreds of amazing ports of call. So what I want to do is I just want to hone in on just the Caribbean now. So here we have all of our Caribbean home ports out of North America. There is a total of 9 departure ports that you're seeing here. And the majority of these ports, the home ports, they are out of Florida. These itineraries, they range anywhere from Eastern or Western Caribbean. We have the Bahamas, Bermuda, and the Southern Caribbean. And our sailing nights, they can range anywhere from 3 nights to 12 nights, depending on your itinerary and, of course, where you want to sail out of. So here's a breakdown of all the Caribbean ports that we travel to. We have over 30 ports in total, so it's huge. Some of your guests may know which ports they want to visit, while others may be first-time cruisers, and you want to, make some helpful suggestions. So this is what I want to give you the information on. So I want to break down the Caribbean into 4 regions. By doing this, you'll be able to kind of narrow down which ports belong to each region and which ships visit these ports. So we have the Western and the Eastern Caribbean. They typically have a Hispanic culture to them, while if you travel to the Southern Caribbean, it's quite different. It is a favorite among many guests with its gorgeous crystal clear beaches, has a very tropical feel. These destinations tie into those British and French roots. Then our last region we have is the Bahamas and Bermuda. And what's really great is that your guests can cruise to the Caribbean many times and experience different cultures each time that they go. It is important that we explain this to our clients, the difference in each region, because we will have some clients may think that once they have done one Caribbean itinerary, they've seen it all, and that just simply is not the case. So for today's webinar, there's one specific port of call that we really want to bring to your attention, and that is our private destination, Cococay, located in the Bahamas. So drum roll, soon to be called Perfect Day at Cococay. We are bringing a whole new level to what's possible in a day at a port of call, and more importantly, our private island. So for anyone that has already traveled to this port, I'm sure there are a few of you on the phone, you have a good idea of what currently is there. Well, the next 15 minutes is going to blow your mind of what we are adding to the island. There are different phases, opening dates, and Shannae is going to go ahead and go through that towards the end of the presentation. However, the first unveiling will be the new pier coming to Cococay, and it will be this fall 2018. So even more exciting, with this new pier, we'll now be able to bring larger ships into Cococay, whereas we could not before due to tendering. And remember, this is Royal Caribbean only destination. So no other cruise lines, just Royal Caribbean guests will have the ability to visit Perfect Day at Cococay. Now, the reimagined Cococay, it will not only serve as a port of call, but it's going to provide a land-based vacation experience unlike anything else. We will categorize the new experiences on the island in two ways. So it's either going to be a thrill attraction or it's going to be a chill attraction. So this map you're seeing here, it shows where each will be located between the chill and the thrill attraction. So on the thrill side, we welcome all daredevils, trying attractions like we're going to have the tallest water slide in North America. We're also going to put a 1,600-foot long zip line. It's huge. My jaw dropped just thinking about that. And if you simply just want to chill on your day at Cococay, you can sink into relaxation in one of our overwater cabanas or the largest freshwater pool in the Caribbean. It's your choice. There are going to be so many options to choose from. I can't think of which one I'm most excited about. So what I really want to do is have Shannae tell you a little bit about each of these new thrill and chill features to really give you an idea of what your guests have the opportunity to experience during their perfect day at Cococay. So with that, Shannae, I'm going to leave it up to you to tell them all the exciting details.
Thank you so much, Marissa, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having us today. Just as she said, we are so excited about Perfect Day at Cococay. So let's take a look at these 10 different new features of the reimagined Cococay. First up, we have the amazing Thrill Waterpark. And Thrill Waterpark is going to have so much to offer and will be one of the first things you see as you make your way through the Arrivals Plaza. This water park is going to be massive with so many things to do. Guests will be able to enjoy a fun-filled day, including lunch at the Snack Shack and thrills on the tallest water slide in North America, and even catch some waves in the largest wave pool in the Caribbean. Now, once you make your way into Thrill Water Park, you'll find a mix of attractions, including an obstacle course pool and 13 slides across 2 towers. It's unbelievable. The Daredevil's Peak will be the tallest water slide in North America, measuring in at 135 feet tall. We'll also have 7 single rider water slides of varying heights, including the Screeching Serpent, which is a vertical speed slide, the Green Mamba, a massive aqua tube slide, and twin slides, so that you and your friends will have plenty of opportunities to race from top to bottom. And then, of course, we'll have the Family Tower, which will feature 6 slides that guests can ride in groups of 2 or more, like the Slingshot and the Twister. So lots of really fun and, like Marissa said, thrilling water slide adventures at Thrill Water Park. Now, moving on to our second area, Marissa, I think this is what I'm most excited about. This is Coco Beach Club. We have Coco Beach Club is exactly what you're looking for if you're seeking that good vibes only kind of day. You'll want to savor every moment as you kick back and relax in these beautiful overwater cabanas. And at the Coco Beach Club, we'll have a beachfront infinity pool. And this is a great selling point because I want to make sure I point out that entry to the Coco Beach Club, it will be for everyone, not just our suite guests, which is a common question that we've been receiving. So definitely open for everyone. And the Coco Beach Club will provide the perfect recipe for that vacation day that you've been dreaming of. Disconnecting and letting the sun warm your face as you sip that beachy cocktail from your cabana attendant. It's just going to be perfect, the perfect day. These overwater cabanas that you see here, we're bringing a bit of Bora Bora. They will go along the beach and they'll be able to host up to 8 guests and with attendant service. So really great if you have a small family getaway or a bunch of friends that you're looking to take there. And then the Infinity Edge Pool will have in-water loungers and a dining venue that will offer an upgraded menu, which will be complimentary with your entrance fee to the beach club. And really quick, while I'm going through all of these different new features of Cococay, there will be some that will have an additional cost, but a lot of them will also be complimentary. So we will cover the pricing structure at the end of this presentation. I just wanted to point that out really quickly. Okay, so next up we have what we're calling Up, Up, and Away. And by now, I hope that you've noticed that we at Royal Caribbean like to go above and beyond the ordinary, but this time we're going way above with this experience. So Up, Up, and Away is 450 feet above the beach, and this is definitely going to give you the best view of the Bahamas that you've ever seen. This will be a signature attraction at Perfect Day at Cococay, and will hold up to 30 people per 10-minute ride. So definitely family friendly, and the entire ride will be a 7-minute ride and approximately 10 minutes total. So really cool and something that you're definitely going to want to experience. All right, so next up we have our fourth feature, and we're calling it Oasis Lagoon. And that's exactly what it is, an oasis. This is really going to be the perfect place to enjoy with your family and friends. Everyone will love the lagoon. It's going to be the largest freshwater pool in the Caribbean. So let's just take a dive in and learn a little bit more about all that it has to offer. Now, the different coves of the lagoon will have something to offer for all guests, including a sloping entry for families with young children, and a swim-up bar, of course, with in-water seats. We'll have nearby snack shacks serving complimentary burgers, hot dogs, salads, and more, with plenty of seating with loungers located all around the perimeter. So, you know, no need to worry about finding a seat to eat your burger and fries. We'll have it for you. And then when you're ready to swim up to that bar, we've got that for you too. And speaking of dining and drinks, Harborside dining will take shape in two areas, Skipper's Grill and Captain Jack's. Now, Skipper's Grill will offer complimentary salads, sandwiches, tacos, and other grilled favorites, as well as fresh fruit and dessert. And then Captain Jack's will be located near the beautiful Arrivals Plaza. And that will have live music, plenty of seating, and gorgeous views of the harbor, along with hanging rope and swing chairs. And Captain Jack's full-service bar is fashioned after a skip. So its menu will consist of chicken wings and fries with lots of different sauces like mango habanero, Caribbean jerk, and sweet ginger chili. So it's all sounding really, really delicious, and I can't wait for this to be ready because I'm headed there first. So that's what we have for the Harborside dining and drinks. And then for our sixth feature, we have Splashaway Bay. Now, you know Splashaway Bay from on board our ships, but Splashaway Bay is now coming to Cococay. So that means bigger buckets of fun, more fountains, water cannons, and pools, plus 5 water slides. And then in addition to a family-friendly, kid-friendly area is our next Captain Jack's Galleon. And the Galleon is an attractive play structure with surrounding splash pads that welcomes guests to the Arrivals Plaza as well. So just to give you an idea, this climbable structure will have 30 water cannons, 3 dry slides, a rope bridge, crow's nest, and again, splash pads. And I do want to mention that the Galleon is ADA compliant, and there are no age or height restrictions. So really fun space to play and to hang out right there off of the Arrivals Plaza. Okay, so Marissa mentioned this earlier, but the Zipline like she said, 1,650 feet long. It's going to be incredible. And guests will have their choice of either a water landing in the harbor or a dry landing on a platform on shore. This feature crosses above through a water park, but it is separate from the water park. So again, back to that cost structure, the Zipline will have its own cost, and again, we'll cover that in a minute. But this is the only Zipline with a water landing in the Bahamas, and you know, maybe if you're not really ready to go 450 feet up in the air and up and away, you can start out here with the Zipline. Okay, so next up we have South Beach. And South Beach will give guests an opportunity to compete in beachside sports and activities, but also, of course, we'll have plenty of ways for everyone to relax. We'll have classes like morning stretching and yoga, Zumba, or other classes. We're introducing this new thing called Zorbing, which is an activity that lets guests roll on the water in a clear inflatable ball. So Marissa, maybe you and I could try that, and we'll send some pictures back to the crew here so they can see what
I'm ready.
But yeah, you know, South Beach, we're familiar with it already at Cococay, and so we're just amping it up a bit and providing some really fun new activities for everyone to enjoy. Okay, and then finally we have Chill Island. And Chill Island will be located across the harbor bridge from the Arrivals Plaza, and it's going to unite all guests' favorite beach activities, providing for the perfect beach day and for every taste. Chill Grill will offer complimentary grab-and-go options. We'll have Wacky Seagull and Wacky Seagull Junior bars offering cocktails, beers, and kids-friendly beverages. And then Chill Grill is going to be the largest dining venue on the island. And that will offer barbecue with beachfront dining with shaded picnic tables on the sand. And food that you can expect here from Chill Grill will be things like salads, sandwiches, tacos, burgers, and again, other grilled favorites. So a lot of really, really exciting things to expect in the coming time here for Perfect Day at Cococay. But let's talk now about who's going there. What ships do we have headed to Perfect Day at Cococay? So we have a lot of exciting times ahead for some of our Caribbean sailings. And you know, this is really, really important, so I want you to listen up. You'll notice in Espresso and the other booking engines that sailings May 2019 and beyond will reflect Perfect Day as part of their itinerary name, which means you can go in and book Perfect Day sailings right now. Well, maybe not right now, but once we're finished with the webinar, you can go in and start booking your Perfect Day sailings. And based on our open deployment, we have 9 different ships that will be making stops at Perfect Day. So you'll see here that we have 3 of our 4 Oasis class ships headed there, along with all of our Northeast ships making a stop at one time or another. And we even have 1 transatlantic sailing on the Rhapsody that will be making a stop at Perfect Day. And then 100% of our newly royally amplified Mariner and Navigator of the Seas 3- and 4-night itineraries will visit Perfect Day beginning in that May 2019 timeframe. All right, so what do we have next? I know that we're probably all wondering, when is this all going to be finished? We want to know, and that's a great question. So let's take a look at our phase 1, 2, and 3 rollout. All right, so here in phase 1, 2018, you'll see, again, sailings headed to Cococay in 2018 will still reflect the name Cococay Bahamas. because like I just said, May 2019 and beyond is when the name change will happen for the itineraries. In November of 2018, we will see the new pier open, just as Marissa said, allowing ships to dock, which means no more tendering. And the pier will be able to accommodate 2 ships at a time. Okay, and then in December, you can expect to see the Oasis Lagoon, Chill Island, Chill Grill, and Up, Up, and Away as part of the Phase 1 rollout. And next to each of these new island features, you'll see 1 or 2 icons. So I just want to clarify, the sun icon that you're seeing will indicate that there's free entry or that it's complimentary, while the dollar icon indicates that there will be some sort of charge. And now you'll see that on Oasis Lagoon and Chill Island, we have both icons there, and that just is to show you that the entry will be complimentary or free, but then the charge will come in if you want to rent a cabana or any type of beach rental, like a kayak, or you're gonna go snorkeling and rent the gear or anything like that. Okay, so now let's look at Phase 2. Now come May 2019, we'll have more exciting from the Thrill Waterpark to Skipper's Grill. So many options, whether you're part of a big family group or a few friends just looking to get away. And guests who reserve a cabana at Thrill Waterpark will enjoy complimentary entry to the water park for up to 6 guests. So that's, you know, if you have a group going, then that would be a really nice option for you to enjoy together, because then you'll have that cabana to set your stuff and go back and forth and enjoy the water park. But let's take a second and think about what is currently available on Cococay. For example, a family can enjoy the Aqua Park, which is that fun-filled floating playground for kids of all ages. But with these new enhancements, those kids of all ages will now be able to enjoy the new Splashaway Bay in addition to Aqua Park, and which means, again, the buckets of fun, pouring in on top of your head, shooting the water fountains, the water cannons, and all the pools. So really, it is a great enhancement to what is already there. Or maybe you're like me and Marissa, and you're just looking for some peace and quiet and a hammock with a side of island barbecue to nibble on. That's all that we want. Well, you know, thanks to the new Harborside dining, you'll have the pleasure of enjoying chicken wings and fries, like we said, or the tacos and burgers. And those favorites can be also complimentary at Skipper's Grill. So a lot of cool new enhancements to complement what we already have at the wonderful Cococay. And then third, our Phase 3, last but certainly not least, we will unveil the beautiful Coco Beach Club and updated South Beach. The Coco Beach Club, again, will have the gorgeous infinity pool and those beautiful Bora Bora style-like overwater cabanas. And I wanted to reiterate that for those who reserve a cabana at the Coco Beach Club, they'll be able to enjoy complimentary entry to the beach club for up to 8 guests. So again, another great option if you have a group that you want to stay together and enjoy that premium experience. Okay, so a lot of really exciting updates coming your way. And, you know, I know that we showed you in the rollout the icon showing what's for charge and what's not. And so another thing that I want to just really drive home, and if you guys take anything away today, then other than the visuals of this gorgeous, perfect day at Cococay, is that the pricing for all of these features will change due to seasonality and due to the different promotions that we have. So, like I said, you can go in and you can book your sailings headed to Perfect Day at Cococay now. They're in the system. And if you want to see the most up-to-date pricing for a specific cabana rental or the Thrill Water Park for your sailing, for your date and time, please make your way to pre-cruise planner, because that is where you'll be able to find all of the most up-to-date pricing for each of these features. Because again, pricing will fluctuate throughout the year, promotion, seasonality. So Cruise Planner is where you'll be able to find all of the most current up-to-date pricing for whichever sailing you're looking to book through. Okay, and with that, I'm going to hand it back over to Marissa.
Thanks, Shannae. That was excellent. So there's a lot of information. So you're probably wondering, where can I get my hands on collateral and resources? We have plenty of stuff to help you out. There are 2 places that you can find information, and you're seeing them here on the bottom right hand of your screen. So you can either go to loyaltoyoualways.com/perfect day, or you can go to our consumer site at royalcaribbean.com/perfect day Cococay. So we have trade and consumer flyers, which are packed with information. We offer customizable email templates. We have banners to place on your web page or posters. Additionally, there's a really cool microsite, which is interactive. I actually just did this. What happens is you just feel as if you're really taking a tour and you're navigating yourself through this reimagined island. I would highly recommend everyone to try it out if you have the chance, because it gives you a great visual experience of all the new experiences, and it just kind of shows you where you're going around the island and where each of these new chill or thrill experiences are going to be located. So again, that microsite, it's interactive, and you can find it on royalcaribbean.com/perfect day Cococay. So in addition to those resources, we do also have deployment tools and collateral. You may be familiar with this already, but if you're not, it's just a review. This will show you the ships and the itineraries, which Shannae discussed, that will be traveling to Perfect Day at Cococay. So there are flyers, we have deployment guides, selling guides for your use. There's a lot of information as well. And this is found at loyaltoyoualways.com/deployment. So let me go ahead and stop there. I'm sure we have some questions after all that information. So Anna, I will turn it over to you to see if anything has come through that we can answer.
Great, thank you guys so much. We do have some questions coming in, and if anyone else has questions, feel free to keep typing them in. Our first question is from Mark, who is wondering if employees live on the island.
Yes, they do. There is actual, for both of our private destinations. So we have Labadee, Haiti, and also Cococay. We do have areas and housing for our actual employees who live on there. So yes.
Okay, great. That sounds like a fun place to live. Our next question is regarding special needs. They're wondering how you handle guests with special needs.
Regarding just all the activities at Perfect Day. So if you head over to the FAQs, which I should have mentioned, I apologize, on the microsite that Marissa had mentioned, we do have very comprehensive FAQs. So I'll give you a quick answer to that. I know that the island itself is ADA compliant, and I guess just specifying special needs, like we'll have the complimentary beach wheelchairs available, and the entire island will be ADA compliant. But was there anything more specific to that you would like me to cover?
I think that's good for now. If anyone has any specific questions, feel free to type them in, but I think you covered a lot of that. Our next question is there more than one ship at the island at one time?
Yeah, so the pier will be able to house, accommodate 2 ships at a time.
Okay, and then our next question sort of ties into that. Does it get crowded, and are there lines for the attractions?
Well, this it's not finished yet, so I can't speak from personal experience, but Cococay is huge, and with all of these new attractions, people are going to be spread out all over the island. So I'm sure that you'll have your occasional line or something to get to the water slide and whatnot. But there's so many options available. Certainly we'll have more than are currently available. So I would expect that there's really going to be something for everyone, and it'll be spread out. It's not going to be, I don't expect to feel as though we're right on top of your neighbor. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Our next question is, how is the construction affecting the current sailings?
Great question. And this is also covered in the FAQs, but the construction is really being kept separated from the current island. And so actually one of our team members, she was just there on a personal cruise herself, and she said that there was a huge wall there that they have put up, and it's all colorful and beautiful, but the noise on the other side of the wall with the construction didn't bother her at all. It didn't hinder her experience in the least. And so everyone is still able to enjoy all of the experiences that they've come to know and love at Cococay, and we'll continue to minimize that affecting any of their time at Cococay. So I wouldn't expect it to drastically change, if at all, their current experience at Cococay.
And if I can add on to that as well, where they're building these new attractions on the island is on an unused area right now. So it's not near where the beach area is, or where all the other, like where we had the lunch come out for the barbecue. It's not near that. Everything's being expanded to a part of the island that we didn't use. So it's not near where the other stuff is. So technically that's why the construction is not hindering the guest experience when they are on the island.
Okay, perfect. A lot of agents are wondering where they can find videos of Perfect Day.
Okay. Oh, go ahead, Marissa.
No, go ahead, Shannae.
So we have a few promotional videos on Cococay, and I guess I'll be in touch. Marissa and I can be in touch with you, Anna, about distributing those. But certainly on the Royal Caribbean YouTube page, I haven't been over there recently, but I'm sure that that's something that they'll be putting them up on. And then also, I would expect them to be on the press center as well. Do you have anything to add to that, Marissa?
Nope, that's it, exactly. And then if anyone is social media wise, we have a lot of stuff on our Royal Caribbean page that we have been recently posting with Perfect Day, and it has a lot of videos on Facebook as well.
Okay, great. Our next question is from Michael. Will ships ever have an overnight at the island?
So right now, Michael, also I should let you know, my husband keeps asking the same question, if there's a hotel for him to stay at overnight. Right now, with the current plans that we showed you today, those, like the overwater cabanas, you might be wondering, those do not serve as overnight stays. But with the continual development of Perfect Day, we are taking that into consideration and considering that into the building plan for future work, but nothing right now.
Okay. Our next question is from Rhonda, who is wondering if you can charge to your room, or do you have to pay at the time of use at Cococay?
That's a great question. Let me double check on that and get back to you. So if you book through Cruise Planner, which is what I would recommend you do, then you would be taking care of that ahead of time. But if you want to make a purchase while you're there, you change your mind and you decide you want to do something, let me do a double check for you real quick.
Yeah, I'm most sure it goes on to your C-Pass, because just as the beverages do on all of our private islands, anything additional that's also purchased on our island would go through your C-Pass, which goes onto your folio account or onboard account.
Okay. In the meantime, we do have some more specific questions about guests with special needs. Are there quiet places for those with autism or other sensory disorders, and can wheelchairs fit into the rooms easily? Are there ramps into restaurants, etc.?
Yes, so the island is ADA compliant, and again, like I said, the beach access wheelchairs are available. The tram, which is the complimentary tram service that shuttles guests around the island, because as you could see from the map, it's a very large area. So that is ADA compliant as well. The Oasis Lagoon freshwater pool is compliant, the wave pool and through a water park. However, the water slides do have stairs, as does the tower up to the zip line. So keeping those two in mind that are not. I will double check on the quiet places for you. That's a great question, which I do not believe is addressed in the FAQ. So let me go back to our team and get an answer, and then I'll share that with you later, Anna.
Thank you. Our next question is from Elaine, who is wondering if guests have flexibility to go back to their ship at any time.
Yes. So just as it is today, since there is, if you've been to Labadee, they do have a dock there, so it's similar to that. You can come on and off the ship as you please.
Okay, perfect. This next question is from Terry, who is wondering if there is going to be Wi-Fi capability on the island, and if Royal will develop an interactive app for mobile device for users to use and navigate throughout the island.
Yes, so Wi-Fi will be available, and I'm just, okay, so there is, and if you purchase Voom, our Voom high-speed internet package, you can use it on the island just as if you are on the ship. So that's what's available on the island. And I'm sorry, what was the second half of the question? Or was that it?
If there is an app for navigating the island.
Oh, no, we do not have a special app specifically for Perfect Day. Not at this time.
Okay. And it looks like this next question will be our last one. It's from Sean Durrell, who is wondering how many people can go and would there be a group discount?
Go to any specific area or just go period? Because the ship, once the ship docks, everybody is welcome to get off or stay on the ship, as Marissa mentioned. There will be, again, in the FAQs, you can see, I know that I mentioned that the pricing, the specific pricing will be in pre-cruise planner for you to look at per sailing. But in the FAQs, if you take a look at that, you'll be able to see a price range so that you can just get an idea of how much the cabanas will be at the Cocoa Beach Club or through a water park. The only group pricing that I could speak to is that if you, like I mentioned before, if you rent a cabana through a water park or Cocoa Beach Club, then you'll be able to get complimentary entry into one of those two areas for up to 6 guests through a water park or 8 guests at Cocoa Beach Club. But other than that, so I guess I need to clarify, there isn't a cost to enter Perfect Day at Cococay. Once you arrive and you leave the ship, then everyone's welcome to go, because we will still have we'll have complimentary dining and attractions for everyone to enjoy. There will just be a few that are for a cost. So those will kind of be, you know, a la carte options for you. You don't have to purchase anything if you don't want to, but there will be complimentary options for you to enjoy. And really, you know, guests will be being able to enjoy more complementary options with all of these new enhancements than what they would have been to be able to before. So, so no group pricing to enter Perfect Day because there's no cost to enter Perfect Day. It's just separate costs for separate features. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. And, oh, okay, we have one last question from Susan. Will Galveston ever go to Cococay? So will it shift department?
That's a great question. And right now, I mean, as you saw in the deployment slide there, with all of the ships listed, currently not on the list, but our team that works, or deployment team will certainly be, I'm sure, considering future options. So stay tuned, I guess is the best answer I can give you. I'm sorry.
Okay, perfect. I think that about wraps it up. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you, Marissa and Shannae, for your time. This webinar was really great.
Thanks so much, Anna. We appreciate it, and thanks to everyone for having us be a part of your webinar today, and we will speak to you during the next webinar in September.
Okay, thank you guys so much, and everyone have a great day.
Thanks.
Bye.